points on the lesson. Live in the hills, but I still get a spread. Started with a little, but I still reinvest it. Fear how I feel, then it feel like a blessing. I just want the lesson, I just want protection. I'm up and I'm down, but they sound like progression. Farmer never plans if he waits for perfection. Finger to the down, hold it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Today, we are going to go over the best option trading strategy for 2021. So, you see this lovely Robinhood account. It looks great over this last year, but we're going to talk about this smaller one. So, you could say this is also a small account strategy as well, but I want to go over the main topic and why this is the best way to trade in 2021. So, if you are familiar with the random account, if you've seen this, I have talked about this live on stream. So you probably have heard this before and will not want to watch this, but I wanted to put this into a video just because the key takeaways from this account, even the growth, we started this with $500. It is just below $4,000 by the end of the year. And the crazy part is we've only made 33 trades. So I want to talk about that. But if you've already seen this, you're not going to like it. If you haven't, if you are a beginner, if you are new into options, this will help. And if you do not know, we are live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. Make sure you subscribe. You're on mobile, press high. Oh, wait, no, that's what we say on the stream. But we are trading live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open, youtube.com/thestockmarket. I'm saying that again for you. But we've done all of this live, and we've even used the comment sections on this channel that you're on right now. So we even have this Robinhood account. Again, this was a great year. This was more active Robinhood trading, more active options trading. It ended up being very, very well, but this isn't the strategy we're going to do. However, we also did this live. So if you guys are looking to trade options, hopefully we see you on the live stream and you are able to trade with us and use it to learn. You could learn a lot. So this is the best option trading strategy for 2021. It is the random account. So I will give you the rundown of what we did with this account, but then the key takeaways, because we're not going to really trade this exactly how we did. You could put a little bit different effort. Again, we literally started this account in the beginning of the year, January, and we put $500 into it. And then what we would do is every week, once a week, we would take $100 and we would put it into a random option trade from the comment section on the nightly watch list that we post here. So we did that over a few months. You know, we lost half the account, then it blew up during March. That's when things went crazy. We just had like one or two puts. We didn't even sell out correctly. And then I even didn't touch it for a few months. A lot of stuff was going in the market. We were focusing on all the other stuff. And then things started to carry on again. We got the account back up. Then we had a losing streak. It went back up and popped again, dropped, and then now we're here. So a lot of people are just really, really surprised. One, we started this account with $500. Two, this was literally using random trades. We put no thought or effort into it. It was the cult, baby. So shout out to the Chad. Everybody posted in the comment sections. We just did it randomly, and then we would buy the trade and we would use a specific amount. So that is now the actual main key to this whole entire strategy. So we will go and I will show you how this chart played out. But if you really want an actionable strategy coming into 2021, hopefully I'm not wasting your time and getting straight to it right now. This is one that I think will take you a long way, whether you're a beginner or not. Again, I will start here at the end. If you don't have a long-term investment portfolio and if you're not holding primarily 70% long-term, that's at least what I do, you could be missing out on a lot of stuff. And now, too, none of this is a recommendation. Option traders should risk lose more financial investment, lose no financial advice. I can shut up. Only think for a full day. But in all seriousness, you guys do your thing from here. You could add your own little approach to it. But the key takeaway with this is what you want to do is start with an amount and divide it by 52 weeks. That's if you really, really want to be conservative. So if you wanted to do this at the bare minimum with $100 a week, you should have $5,200. Now, this is a little bit different than how we did this account because we started with $500 and then I did $100 a week. So I was pretty much ready, willing to blow up this account right off the bat, but then we lost half of it and then we got lucky and made the money back. So it's kind of happened week after week if you've seen it play out, but having a little bit of wiggle room definitely helps. So you can do this with a smaller amount, but generally the best thing in what we did here with this account was $100 a week. And if you wanted to do that for the full year, that would be $5,200. Now, I ended up only making 32 trades. Again, we took that little break here. So you could adjust it a little bit. Even if you wanted to do $1,000, let's say, or let's say you wanted to start trading for 3 months, you could even do $1,200, and that would buy you 12 weeks at $100 a trade. So this is the key, because we're talking options and we're talking buying options and all that. If you guys aren't familiar with that, again, that's why I come on stream. We have a bunch of tutorials on this channel, how to find 1,000%ers, how to price options, understand the break even. You know, options provides these opportunities where it could be a small amount of money that can turn into a lot. So the idea here is you just do not need a lot of money, but there's a couple things that save you from falling down the wicked road of YOLO demon and options, and that is by controlling the amount and then controlling the frequency. So, like I said, you could do this with an amount, $1,200, maybe even paper trade prior, but that would buy you 3 months of time, 3 weeks. But now, here is the key. I'm putting twice. And this is just to account that some of you may have that YOLO demon. But again, if you trade more than twice a week, you are going to change really some of the strategic advantage that this strategy offers. But do not trade than twice a week. If you really want to keep it to T, do not trade more than once a week. So this is the real key now to this whole strategy, because if you do not trade more than twice a week, if you only trade once a week and you start with an amount and you have enough to make sure you could at least put $100 a week, and then you are not increasing that after you win. So at various times, this account popped up and we would have these run-ups here, and you could even see where we're at now. But how did we manage to stay up and kind of not die? It has been by following these 2 rules and sticking to the original rule of not trading more than once a week. And simply, we did not increase how much we would spend or any additional profits after we won. And then finally, we did not increase or change frequency after we lost. Good so far?
Dude, you have that shit down, bro. I've been hearing these videos for years, bro. Like the other side, you know what I mean? Like the way it's made.
I think I'm going to clip that in there. So this is very, very important from a trading psychology standpoint as well, too, because even when you start to lose now, it's avoiding the revenge trade. So at one point, we got right back up after, we hit those all-time highs, but then the account started to come down, $2,500 back down to $1,400. That's almost 50%. But every single week, we just stuck to the strategy. Week after week, there was a lot of weeks where we just kept losing. The comment section was wrong. But the fact was, we weren't getting into revenge trades. We would come back, get some life a little bit, but then it would continue. You'd start losing week after week again. We drop back down, and then finally we hit our streak. But if you follow these rules, this is just a really simple strategy. Again, a lot of people, you were looking at a lot of videos. I'm hoping I'm making this simple and fast enough for you. Everybody wants a strategy. This is not saying how to pick stocks, how to find options, how to find the next best thing, how to be Warren Buffett. No, this is saying how to literally just go about trading, and even with minimal guidance here. Again, every play was selected from a random YouTube comment. So this is the channel that you're on right now. Here is the watch list that we posted on Monday. I literally, to select the plays, I would come here, take the watch list, go to this site right here for a YouTube random comment generator, get the YouTube comments over here. It would calculate them, and then once it was ready to go, we would select a random account here, and then, okay, another one about the intro, but people comment on other stuff, but right here, a random play, the first random play I would go across, I would buy it. So the point that I'm trying to highlight here is that the selection of stocks, everybody wants to know how to trade, how to pick a stock. That is just half of the battle, but this right here is a literal option trading system. This is literally putting you in a strategy like you're going to the gym, but instead of going to the gym every day, 5 times a week, what we're asking here is do not trade more than once a week. As far as counting calories, that is counting how much money you have and then spacing those calories across the year. Across the week, that is your diet. And then as you start to get progress, don't take any supplements. Don't try to go on steroids and increase after you start winning, and then vice versa. If you're not seeing changes or things kind of look like they're going the reverse, you're not getting swollen in the mirror, doesn't mean you fall back and start binge eating and then revenge trade and go crazy. Hopefully that analogy works and do your push-ups. So all in all though, if you want to get trading into options, you want to know how to do it, you're like, how much money do I have? Well, divide it week by week. You're like, okay, when do I trade? How to trade? It is all about more selecting just one time a week. And even once you get into the habit of learning how to trade, you will be able to select stocks better. But but you're naturally going to pick some bad options. You're not going to know. We were just going through random ones, and that's the next part I want to show you. You'll see the plays over time. You'll get good, but if you're able to stay in this framework, in this system, it could go a long way, and it could expose you to the options with opportunities, because pretty much week after week, we were still in the game. Every single week, we had $100 here and there. You might miss a few. You might miss some week after week, but if you're still able to get there, you're eventually going to get some. And then as you start to learn, as you start to get involved with the stream, everything else, you're going to be able to notice different plays. And then that's when you could really start to tilt the odds in your favor. So that is pretty much it for this strategy and what you could see here. You know, I could keep ranting a little bit more on this, and we'll talk about that a little bit here, and you guys kind of heard the other stuff, but I want you to also see the transactions on this account. Here's January 2020. This is from the beginning of the year. We added that $500, and you could literally see 127. We spent $100, and then a few days later, the next trading week, we spent $75, and then 7 days later, we grabbed another one, $60. Another 8 days later, we spent $80, and then another like 10 days, another 18. We took that little break. The market went crazy. Some of the trades we had ended up getting expired. We lost on those. Some of them exercised and gave us the profit. That's $1,700. Got a balance adjustment, and then we continued right away in May. That's one trade. We spent a little bit more, $150. Waited another 8 days, another one, and pretty much all of these reds are the amount of trades we would make, and you could see we took profits only a few times. It wasn't, towards the later end as we started to come back, we were being a little bit more vigilant, but you could see here a lot more losses than wins, and that's the whole idea. This is a random account, so if you want to count these up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Now, that's counting all of them. That's both losses and wins. But now, how many of them were selling transactions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So out of all of those 41 trades, we've only sold 7 times, and we are able to walk away here with the profit. Now, this is the key thing we've always said. If you haven't watched any of our other strategy videos, watch the cash balance, because that's what lets you know. Option trading is risky and it's hard to monitor, but at the end of the day, your account value doesn't really represent what you're holding. There's the bid and the ask, there's the spread and all that. We say to be cautious. Your account is really worth how much there is in cash. So even though we have $3,800, that's counting positions we're holding, we still have $2,500 in cash. So out of those 7 wins, we were still able to walk away with a lot more cash than we started with, that $500. And even by the end of the year, though, it has still held up, and we have this full account. So coming into 2021, if you want to get into option trading, if you already are trading options and you haven't done anything like this, I really think this is going to be the key takeaway. There's going to be a lot of opportunities. 2020 was already crazy. 2021 is probably going to be even more crazier. And then you guys see what options can do. You've even seen the other account and what we were able to do. You will get here eventually. Again, if you don't have the long term, you're really, really missing out. But this idea, this strategy, I really think this is going to be key for 2021, regardless if you are experienced or not, but especially for some of the beginners, I think this is going to get you on a really, really good path so that you don't deviate from it and wind up making a lot more avoidable mistakes that a lot of people make in the beginning. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments on it, how we could kind of recap on this or anything. And I encourage you to watch the stream and add to the comments on Monday, baby. So let's go.